going to be quite dodgy.
Mohamed Kudus, absolutely brilliant. How are we going to cope when he goes to the African Cup of Nations?
I don't know, mate. Let's just hope that Ghana get knocked out early so we can have him back. I'm telling you, he is just such a bargain. He brings like the full package. His defending's alright, he's attacking. He's just flawless, mate. Like, he got a brace today out of nowhere. Yeah. He's just so good, and I love it when he does that celebration to the away fans. It's so good.
Yeah, brilliant.
So if I ask you today that should West Ham United release Mohamed Kudus to come and play for the Black Stars at the African Cup of Nations, and your answer cannot be a definite yes, then there's a problem. In the past few days, there's been some recent conversation on social media where African players or fans of countries that will be playing the African Cup of Nations seems to suggest that their players should stay in their club side and play for them, because when they come and represent their national teams in the AFCON, they don't even do anything good. In today's edition of Explainer, we are going to talk about it and why I am worried that it's a trend that should not be encouraged, and also why it's not even good for the image of African football. My name is Elali Frank. As usual, if it's your first time, hit on the subscription button and let's build this community together. Without wasting much time, let's get straight into today's video. So my brother, sports journalist Fentio, posted a letter from his email where a Ghanaian actually, sent him an email saying that he wished that West Ham doesn't release Mohamed Kudus, so that Kudus will just play for West Ham because he's building a decent career with them. I don't want to read the letter here so that it doesn't look like I'm picking on him. But even away from him, there was also another conversation where a young West Ham United fan said that he just wished that the young West Ham United fan said he is wishing that Ghana gets out of the African Cup of Nations a bit early so that Kudus can come back to West Ham United and play for them. That's basically a West Ham United fan who is making, wishing for the best for his club side. That is fair. So I'm not picking on anybody, but it's a worrying. And I think that conversation is gaining grounds. And the danger of it is when the fans themselves are now the ones demanding for it. When it happens like that, then it affects the image of the African Cup of Nations. So first of all, this has always been a worry. It's simply because of where the African Cup of Nations is played. I mean the month. It's played usually in January. And it's because June, July, which is supposed to be off-season, you can't play football in Africa in June, July. Just like the way the World Cup was played in November, December in Qatar. The weather doesn't favor Africa in June, July. It will rain and the tournament cannot even be successful unless we decide to play it only in the north parts of Africa, which is not possible. That's why we always play the AFCON in January. But in January, most of the clubs need their African players. And if you go to Europe, most of the best performing players in Europe are from African continent because we have the talent. So the clubs have always struggled releasing players, and there's been countless times where players have gone against the word of their coaches to play for their countries in the African Cup of Nations, and they've basically lost their position. Stephen Appiah has always been it has always been a problem when it comes to clubs releasing their players to come and play for the AFCON. And there was a point where Jurgen Klopp, I think he later said he didn't mean a small tournament, but he wants to use a small tournament. Whenever there's AFCON coming, journalists start asking coaches whether they are going to release their players. Has always been a problem. So the clubs don't want to release it. It's obvious they don't. But if the fans now demand it, that so I'm a Chelsea fan and now demand that Chelsea should not release the African players, but rather they should play, then you fuel the club's decision not to release these players. So it has always been there, but when fans decide to fuel it, then it becomes a problem because the football is about the fans. And if we, the fans, especially even we from the African continent, seems not to see how important this tournament is, then it's a problem. Yeah, the AFCON has, perhaps you would say, doesn't get that hype or has not been as hyped, as marketed as the Euros is. That is maybe CAF and they need to work on that. But that also doesn't mean that as an African, you should downplay the importance of the tournament. Personally, when I see those conversations on social media, it gets me worried. I think I've seen a report or a post by a senior sports journalist who currently works with CAF, Sanida, who has said it's not really something we should encourage. He has made a post, but personally, I am worried by it. The fact that we are even considering or thinking of allowing our African players, the best performing players, to play. Imagine AFCON without Mohamed Salah, because Liverpool say they won't allow him to come. AFCON without Kudus. Like, what are we doing? Look at it this way. Imagine Copa America. Argentina is going to play Copa America, and Argentina fancies, when Messi was playing for Barcelona, Barcelona shouldn't release Messi to come and play, or currently Inter Miami shouldn't release Messi to come and play. That's not possible. Like PSG say they won't allow Mbappe to go and play for France, or the French national team fans, or the fans, or the people who come from France say that they won't. They enjoy watching Mbappe play for France, for PSG than France. Like, guys, it's not something we should encourage. It's not something we should it's not something we should encourage, and it's not something we should even start thinking about. When we do that, we fool the European clubs. They will start doing so many things to prevent our players from coming to play for us. See the African Cup of Nations like the Euros, like the Copa America. That is it. It's our festival. It's more than football to us. Whether Ghana will go into the AFCON and play only a single match, Kudus has to come. Whether Nigeria will go into the AFCON and play a single match, Victor Osimhen has to come. We need to respect the tournament we have. We need to respect what we have on the African continent. We can't lose everything to the Europeans. It's not possible. And also lose the African Cup of Nations to the club size. Not at all. Not at all. So that's all for today's edition. Let me know what you think. Yeah, it's frustrating to see your national team not perform well. That's fine. But it doesn't mean you should say that the players should not come. Not at all. My name is Delali Frank. On to meet again. Bye-bye for now.